Hey everyone, Hassan here. Got another review of some Power Ranger stuff for you today. This one is very special because it's not a Megaforce review. It's a special review of the Mighty Morphin Red Power Ranger from the Power Rangers 20 toy line. There's a toy line for the 20th anniversary, and so this is the Armored Mighty Morphin Red Ranger figure. So before we take a look at the figure that you see here, let's take a quick look at the box. So I'll kind of move the figure out of the way. So this is the box it comes in. It comes in kind of the Megaforce style, packaging. It's part of the Megaforce line in a way. But it's got the original Mighty Morphin logo right there to signify it's for Mighty Morphin. And there's the Power Rangers 20 logo. It's part of the Power Rangers 20th anniversary toy line. Armored Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. So there's the Red Ranger. And you can attach some armor. He comes with a dragon shield as well as some other accessories here. So you can see that. And it does come with one power card, which we will take a look at. So if you're a power card collector, you got to get that. Yeah, the box that I got it in was all messed up. I'm going to be throwing away the box anyway, so I didn't care, but it's kind of annoying. So there's that. And then the side here, 3 ways to play. It's got the card game, so if you want to know how to play the card game, check out my tutorial video. There's the Armored Mighty Morphin Red Ranger there. On the side here, there's the Red Ranger with the dragon shield and everything. And there's the card scanner app, which I've done many videos of. The back shows the Tokyo vinyl figures, which I've done a review of. Here's the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, so he comes with the dragon shield, the blade blaster, the dragon dagger, some armbands, different exchangeable hands that you can have, and then the power sword. And there he is with all the stuff on there. So 9 pieces of battle gear. And it's got a bit of a story describing the Mighty Morphin story, I guess. So there's that. And at the bottom has just got UPC and everything, so I think that's pretty much it. It is nice that they use the original Mighty Morphin logo and not the newer version like the Mighty Morphin 2010 one or anything. Yeah, before we get into like the figure itself real quick, let's show you the power card that it comes with. So they all have the same back, of course, but this is P72, so the P signifies that it's a promo card exclusive to the toy. Number 72, Red Mighty Morphin Ranger. So, real quick, Go Say Morpher. Let's hear the sound that it makes in the Go Say Morpher. So, Mighty Morphin Red, alright. And I have the card scanner app here, so let's take a look at that. It has been updated slightly, so I'll kind of go over some of the changes in a future video, but I'll show that off. But for now, if I can get it to line up, there we go. So that's pretty sweet that they have a clip of the Red Ranger and the Dragon Shield, just like, what the toy is, basically. And I love the art for this card. Pretty sweet. So anyway, so here's the figure here. And in terms of what it can do, it's basically just like the Megaforce Armored Might Ultra Mode figures in terms of the articulation and everything. So the head rotates all the way around, arms as well, and you can rotate them around like that. They can bend the elbow, and the hands rotate around like so. Same with both arms. You can kind of rotate the torso like that. Oh yeah, the head doesn't move up and down, it just turns around. You can rotate the body around full 360 degrees, although when you do that on this, the belt kind of stretches a little bit, so I wouldn't really do that often. You can move the leg forward and not really back, but it does move to the side. You can do the splits. Bends there, and the boots rotate around, and the feet move up and down like so. So that's basically the articulation you get there. So plenty of articulation. Now, as for what it comes with, well, it comes with, it's got the 2 open hands, but then it also has 2 gripping hands here. So let's switch those. So you just kind of pull the hand away, like so. And yes, these can be a little annoying to put on, but I think I got it on. Okay. So there's that, and then the other hand. These can be really annoying. But there is a big plus over this figure, or like for this figure, over the Megaforce Ultra Mode ones, which I'll explain in a second, which was another annoying thing. But these are annoying to get the hands on. It's similar to a Figuarts figure, but I feel like these are more difficult. Hold on, I'm going to try and do this off camera just for a second, just so I have a better grip instead of trying to reach around the iPad. Almost. Alright, this is giving me, that's not really helping. So yeah, this thing really annoys me, and I suck at doing these too, so it's not just, it's partially me, there we go, and partially this figure. That's why, like, if I ever get any Figuarts, I usually leave it in one particular pose. I'm not really switching them around too much. Alright, so there we go, there's him with the fists, as you can see. So he comes with the Blade Blaster that you can see here, and this thing is rather massive. So it's not really, looks a little weird because there's not too much paint and stuff, but you can stick it on the side here if you want, or he can hold it as well. So as you can see there, and he comes with the Power Sword, which this looks pretty sweet. I mean, it could, you know, use more paint and stuff, but they have a nice detail there on the blade and everything. Looks pretty cool. And oh, and as far as detail goes, let's try and get an up close look at the Morpher. So that's pretty cool. That, you know, that looks nice. The Morpher there. The helmet looks good. Yeah, I mean, these suits, there's not really too much detail in particular that you kind of need to get, or paint, or anything like that, but what it has is nice. It's not Figuarts level, but it's still nice. Yeah, so there's your Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, and again, so it has lots of posability, so you can kind of really play around with that as well. Yeah. So there's that. Now what he can do, so let's take away the weapons just for a second. Well, he also comes with the Dragon Dagger here. So that looks cool, the little dragon coin in there. This is all the paint you're going to get. Would have been nice to have a little bit more, but it's doable. This little thing here is kind of to stick it in on his side if you want to, like so. So there's that. One of the hands, the left holding hand, does have a hole in it, so I guess you could put the Dragon Dagger in there, but it's kind of awkward the way it holds it. It's a little weird, so I don't really do that. But I'll kind of show him holding it in just a second after I put on the shield and everything like that. So let's kind of transform him now. Let's put the dragon shield and everything on him. So this is the base figure, and he has these wristbands, or the arm bands here, not wristbands, but now with the Megaforce ones, if you recall, if you've seen those reviews, you had to take off the hand and then slide it on, but that was really annoying because, as you saw, switching the hands can be annoying. For these figures, you can slide off this whole part. This part disconnects like so. So that's much easier because then you can just kind of slide it on. And so they're kind of a interesting shape here. Basically, they slide on and then stick onto his muscles there. So that's how that works. And it actually sticks on pretty nicely. And then you can clip that back on and do the same for this side here. Slide that on like so. and you kind of just have to rotate it around until you get the shape of the muscle. Think like that, and then you can stick it onto place. Maybe I don't have the shape, that's why it's not sticking. No, I think that's right. So this side's not as, doesn't stick as well. Yeah, this side's not really sticking very well. I'm pretty sure I did that right. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, these armored figures I get annoyed with so easily, honestly. Hold on one second. Alright, I sort of got it to stay, but that is really annoying me. So, there's that so far. And then you have the dragon shield, which is in 2 parts here. And this is also very annoying. So, this thing is going to be a pain, and I'm sure I'm not going to be able to put this on properly. But essentially what you have to do is these 2 parts here are going to kind of, they're supposed to couple into these here. So like if I try and do that, it just, the problem is it doesn't couple. Like these things, I can push on them so hard they don't stick. So I have to put like this part on, I have to connect this part together first. And then I kind of have to slide these into place. So it kind of sort of fits like this, but then when I actually put it on the Red Ranger, it's much harder. So as I'll show you. So you take the back part, you slide it on like so. The muscles can also get in the way sometimes, so I like to turn them to the side when I do this, because otherwise it kind of pushes the shield a little bit. So you kind of do that, it just sits there, and then you take this part, and I think you're supposed to couple these there first, but it doesn't work properly. So I just kind of click it into place and try and slide these bottom parts in. You see, it's supposed to kind of slide right in there, but it doesn't. It just doesn't do that very well, and it's very annoying. And now this muscle part is coming off. Yeah, see, it just keeps popping the shield off. So I'm not going to waste time doing that. I still have not been able to successfully... Oh, wait, there, it kind of... No. See, it's not really coupled in, but it kind of gives you the illusion that it is. So I'm just going to leave it like that. So there's that. And I really can't bend the arms too much, or I'm afraid it'll pop right off. But it does look nice. You know, with it on and everything, it looks cool. Transforming it is really annoying, but it looks cool with everything on. And so let's kind of give him some of the weapons to hold. Let's give him the dragon dagger in this hand. And power sword here. I don't know, something like that. I'm afraid I'm going to like have the armor pop off somehow. But yeah, I mean, I think that looks cool as a figure overall. That's pretty sweet. I think, you know, for the old school fans, remembering the Red Ranger and the Dragon Shield is pretty sweet. Kids, I'm sure, you know, will like having armor and kind of transforming stuff, even though it doesn't really sit on too properly. Collectors may like it for display purposes. I just personally am really annoyed at the transformation of these figures. I think it's really annoyingly difficult, and now you'll see this thing is kind of popping out a little bit. It's just, that annoys me. So I normally would not want to get more of these, but because they come with power cards, and, you know, the final transformed product looks kind of neat. So there's that. And props for them for releasing, you know, 20th anniversary stuff. If you want a little comparison as well, here's the Megaforce Ultra Mode figure there. So you can kind of get that comparison. So they look cool together. You know, I like the full armor and everything like that. And I think you can switch around the armor and stuff too, if you really wanted to, at least this part. But yeah, I mean, it looks kind of neat. So there's that. That's my review of the armored, what is it called? Armored Mighty Morphin Red Ranger with the dragon shield and everything. So if you're a collector, it's probably worth getting just to kind of have on display like this. I think this looks pretty sweet, but the transforming process and stuff is rather annoying. I want to say this thing was like 20 bucks at Toys R Us, and so far Toys R Us is the only place you can find it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, post them in the comments below, but that's my review. So stay tuned for more for Power Rangers in the future. Thanks for watching.